Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're taking a closer look at something truly unusual, futuristic, and incredibly exciting for anyone who loves road trips, camping, and smart compact vehicles. Imagine combining the maneuverability of a three-wheeled vehicle with the comfort and practicality of a tiny camper van. That is exactly the idea presented by this futuristic-looking 2026 Honda RV Tricycle camper. At first glance, this vehicle immediately grabs your attention. Finished in a striking glossy red, it looks more like a futuristic urban vehicle than a traditional camper. The design is compact, aerodynamic, and surprisingly spacious for its small footprint. It appears to be designed for people who want the freedom of camping without having to drive a massive motorhome. The first thing you notice is the unique three-wheel configuration. Instead of the traditional four wheels found on most camper vans, this concept features a large front wheel and two rear wheels. This gives the vehicle a completely different appearance and could make it particularly interesting for urban driving and narrow roads. The front end has a highly futuristic design. The large curved windshield gives the driver an impressive forward view, while the sleek LED-style headlights create a modern and aggressive appearance. The front bodywork flows smoothly around the wheel, creating an aerodynamic shape that looks designed for the next generation of personal transportation. Moving toward the side, the compact dimensions become even more obvious. Despite its small size, the vehicle appears to have been designed around practicality. There is a large side opening that provides access to the living area, while several windows are positioned along the side to bring natural light into the interior. The side profile is especially interesting because it combines the shape of a small delivery vehicle with the personality of a camper. There is enough body height to suggest that the interior could provide useful standing or sitting space, while the short overall length could make parking much easier than with a traditional recreational vehicle. Another interesting detail is the black protective trim around the lower body. This gives the vehicle a rugged appearance while visually separating the passenger and camping areas from the road. The black wheels also complement the bright red body and give the vehicle a sporty character. Now let's imagine what the interior could offer. The biggest attraction of a vehicle like this would be its ability to transform a very small space into a practical mobile living environment. Instead of carrying unnecessary equipment and oversized furniture, a compact camper could focus on the essentials: a sleeping area, small kitchen facilities, storage, lighting, and possibly a compact entertainment system. Imagine opening the side door after arriving at a beautiful campsite. You step inside and discover a carefully organized interior where every centimeter has a purpose. A compact sleeping platform could fold away during the daytime, creating additional living space. Storage compartments could be positioned underneath seating areas, while overhead cabinets could hold clothing, cooking equipment, and other travel essentials. A small kitchenette could potentially include a compact sink, portable cooking surface, refrigerator, and storage drawers. For travelers who enjoy making simple meals while exploring nature, this could eliminate the need to depend completely on restaurants. And then there is the sleeping area. One of the biggest advantages of a camper is having your own private place to rest wherever you travel. Instead of setting up a tent every evening, you could simply park, prepare your space, and settle in for the night. Of course, the exact specifications and equipment of the vehicle shown in this image should be treated as a concept or visual representation unless officially confirmed by Honda. But as a design idea, it raises an interesting question: could smaller recreational vehicles become more popular in the future? For many travelers, a huge motorhome is simply too large. It can be difficult to park, expensive to operate, and challenging to drive through crowded cities or narrow mountain roads. A compact camper could solve many of those problems. This futuristic tricycle design could potentially appeal to solo travelers, couples, photographers, outdoor enthusiasts, and people who want a simple weekend escape. Instead of owning a massive RV, you could have a smaller vehicle that works as everyday transportation while also giving you the ability to travel and camp. Imagine driving through a city during the day and then heading toward the mountains in the evening. You find a peaceful campsite overlooking a lake. There is no complicated trailer to disconnect and no giant motorhome to maneuver. You simply park the vehicle, open the side door, and your tiny mobile home becomes your base for the night. Another major attraction is the design itself. Traditional campers often prioritize function over appearance, but this concept looks like it wants to change that. The sharp front end, curved windshield, red exterior, black accents, and futuristic lighting give it a personality that would immediately stand out on the road. The compact size could also make it interesting for modern urban lifestyles. As cities become more crowded and parking becomes more difficult, smaller vehicles can have a major advantage. A compact recreational vehicle could potentially combine transportation and adventure in a way that larger RVs cannot. Technology could make a future vehicle like this even more interesting. A modern camper could feature digital displays, smartphone connectivity, navigation, intelligent climate control, LED interior lighting, solar charging, USB and wireless charging, and energy-efficient appliances. A future electric version would be particularly exciting. An electric compact camper could provide quiet driving, lower local emissions, and potentially enough battery capacity to power camping equipment. Solar panels could also help recharge auxiliary systems while the vehicle is parked at a campsite. Safety would obviously be another important factor. A futuristic vehicle needs advanced driver assistance technology, strong structural protection, reliable braking, stability systems, cameras, and intelligent monitoring. The three-wheel layout would also need careful engineering to provide stability under different road and weather conditions. But perhaps the most exciting thing about this concept is what it represents. Camping does not always need to involve huge vehicles, expensive equipment, or complicated preparation. Sometimes, adventure is simply about having enough space to sleep comfortably, prepare a meal, store your belongings, and reach places you have never seen before. A compact camper like this could represent a new philosophy of travel: smaller, simpler, smarter, and more flexible. Picture yourself waking up early in this tiny camper. You open the door and step outside. The sun is rising over the mountains. You make a cup of coffee, sit beside the vehicle, and watch the landscape slowly come alive. There is no hotel checkout time, no crowded lobby, and no fixed schedule. Your journey continues whenever you are ready. That is the true appeal of recreational vehicles. They are not simply machines. They can become a personal space for exploration, relaxation, and unforgettable memories. The 2026 Honda RV Tricycle camper shown here may look like something from the future, but the idea behind it is surprisingly practical. As transportation technology continues to evolve, we may see more vehicles that combine everyday mobility with recreational capabilities. For people who want adventure without the size and complexity of a traditional RV, a vehicle like this could be an extremely interesting direction. So, what do you think about this futuristic Honda-style RV tricycle camper? Would you actually take one on a long road trip, or would you still choose a traditional camper van? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this futuristic vehicle tour, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next exploration of amazing campers, futuristic vehicles, motorhomes, and innovative travel machines. Thanks for watching, and remember, sometimes the biggest adventures can begin with the smallest vehicles. See you in the next video.